Hi guys, it's me, Sanket. You're not a teacher, I would say. I'm your friend, just your friend. Okay, so I'm just a kid, I'm just a teenager, 15-year-old. I'm studying in St. Xavier's, and every night at 12 to 1 a.m. I will post videos about related to studies, which the I will post the videos about igcse board, Cambridge University. So anybody with any problems or any doubts can ask me or give me the reference of the book. I will solve that. Okay, so let's start. Today we will at first read physics. Let us start with physics. Okay, so here is a book you can see for physics for Cambridge igcse course book by David Sang, Mike Follows, and Sheila Turpey, third edition, digital access. You can buy it from online, or you can search PDF for it, which is actually not available. So I think you should purchase it online, or you should purchase from somewhere. Okay, so let's start. It's my first video, so I'm really sorry about the content, and please help me to reach to gain subscribers so that I can buy myself a new setup and help you more. And okay, so let's start. Today we will start reading making measurements. Okay, so let us open making measurements. So yes, it's a small chapter and a very essential chapter for the syllabus to complete igcse Cambridge. So let us read measuring length and volume. So let me grab a pencil. So as a tip, I would say that not only writing, we should also practice understanding. That's what it is. And also, like with understanding, we should also focus on practicing and solving the past papers, which is a very essential part for igcse. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. Making length and volume. In physics, we make measurements of many different lengths. For example, the length of a piece of wire, the height of liquid in a tube, the distance moved by an object, the diameter of a planet, or the radius of its orbit. In the laboratory, lengths are often measured using a ruler such as meter ruler. Okay, so here it says in physics we make measurements of many different lengths. For example, length of a piece of wire, the height of a liquid in a tube, the distance moved by an object, the diameter of a planet, or the radius of its orbit in the laboratory. So these are the things, and many more are there, of which we actually find the length, calculate the length. Okay, so measuring lengths with a ruler is a familiar task, but when you use a ruler, it is worth thinking about the task and just how reliable your measurements may be. Consider measuring the length of a piece of a wire. Figure 1.4. Okay, so it is a figure 1.4. Sample of measurements still require careful technique. For example, finding the length of a wire. So here it's told that the length of a wire is quite bent. So without using a ruler, is there in somehow we can find its length? Think about it. Pause it and think about it. So yes, there is a way. we need to take a string from here to here. Just put the string on it, and like so. Let me draw you. This is the length of the string. Take a bigger than the piece of wire, of course. So it is where it started and it's where it's ended. So put a mark there on the string and then measure it. Like it's a bit bent, so more of its length is needed. So with the help of the string you can find out its length very easily and precisely. Okay, these are the points which are very useful. The wire must be straight and laid closely alongside the ruler. This may be a tricky with a bent piece of wire. Look at the ends of the wire. Are they cut nearly or are they ragged? Is it difficult to judge where the wire begins and ends? Okay, so whatever I told you, it's telling that only. Look at the markings on the ruler. They are probably 1 millimeter apart, but they may be quite wide. Line one end of the wire against the zero on the scale. Because the width of the mark, this may be awkward to judge. Look at the other end of the wire and read the scale. Again, this may be tricky to judge. So these are some possibilities given here that which may be given as a tricky question, that is this ruler, like what is the length of the ruler, or a piece of wire which is a bent or curled like this or coiled up. Okay. So maybe the piece of the wire may be like this and it's like this, and you are told to find the length of the wire with the ruler, of course. So what you can do, you have to put a string bigger than that, and from here to here you have to put the string, and then you have to stretch the string very, like you have to stretch the string to its like what to say, you have to stretch the string so that from here to here it comes straight. You have to stretch the string straight so that you can find the length. Okay, so don't worry about the possible like the possible trick questions it may give. So let us move forward. Now you have a measurement with an area. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, now it's clear. Idea of how precise it is. You can probably determine the length of the wire to within a millimeter, but there is something else to think about: the ruler itself. How sure can you be that it is correctly calibrated? Are these marks at the ends of the meter ruler separated by exactly 1 meter, or any error in this will lead to an inaccuracy, probably small, in your result? This point here is to recognize that it is always important to think critically about the measurements you make. However straightforward they may seem, you have to consider the method you use as well as the instrument, in this case the ruler. Okay, so it's telling that, are you really sure? Like, how can you be so sure that the length of the ruler is completely accurate? it may be like there may be some inaccuracy there, because like any error could happen. There may be small, very small, negligible to our eyes, or negligible to even the examiner or the invigilator, but maybe there is an inaccuracy, a very small, but maybe there can be. So are there any methods to find it if your ruler is correctly accurate, or is it a bit of inaccurate? So how can you find that? Okay, take 2 3 4 rulers from your friends. Gather your friends at first, take their rulers, measure same length upside, like parallelly. First friend draw this, second friend draw this, third friend draw this, fourth friend draw this. So you have to check if all the length you measured are same or not. If it is same, then your ruler is correct, or if it isn't, then your ruler may be inaccurate. It happened with me once. In my examination I got 18 marks less because of my ruler was just inaccurate, and like the inaccuracy was not negligible. It was very like 1 centimeter apart, I guess. I forgot that. Maybe 1 centimeter apart. My scale was this much inaccurate. So this happens with sometimes. So make sure you actually look at it. So here we go. Standard is an absolute or primary reference of measurement. It is the simplest measurement of anything. So there come precise. Precise is commonly detailed. So calibrated should agree closely with the standard or agrees when a correction has been applied. Is it like calibrated means totally correct, accurate? So more measurement techniques. Here we come. If you have to measure small lengths such as the thickness of a wire, it may be better to measure several thicknesses and then calculate the average. You can use the same approach when measuring something very thin, such as a sheet of paper. Take a stack of 500 sheets and measure its thickness with a ruler, figure 1.5. Then divide by 500 to find the thickness of one sheet. So what's telling here? Let me show you. I don't have any boards, like any type of board or smart board or whiteboard. I have to show you here, so please adjust a little bit. After some days I'm buying myself a new one, so for that I need some support and some like you people have to like you should subscribe to my channel, or you might subscribe to my channel, because I need that help very much, and I want to be self-employed at this age, at this point, because I don't want to rely on somebody else. So you can understand that. So please support me and help me to gain followers, I mean subscribers. So please help me, it's my request. So thank you. Let us proceed. This is one wire. Let us assume this is one wire. It told to measure the thickness. Okay, let it be uniform. So my drawing is very bad. Let's just ignore that. So like this, we have to take many, like take some, and then calculate the total thickness of this. Like maybe this is 3 centimeter. Okay, let us take 5 centimeter and divide it with 5 to calculate the average. So 5 by 5 is 1 centimeter. And in igcse board it's compulsory for you to use the scientific calculator fx82. So I think you should buy it. So if you are reading in igcse or preparing for any else boards, it really is useful and maybe you should buy it. Okay, wait, my camera is working very bad. It's not showing anything. Really sorry for the quality of the video, but I cannot do anything right now. I need some time to adjust. So let us proceed again. For some measurements of length such as carved lines, it can help to lay a thread along the line, mark the thread at either end of the line and then lay it along a ruler to find the length. This technique can also be used for measuring the circumference of a cylindrical object such as a wooden rod or a measuring cylinder. This is what I told you before about the thread you should use to measure any curved or curled thing or a wire. So it is telling that only. Let us move to measuring volumes. So now here it comes the important part of the chapter, measuring volumes. Okay, so let me tell you that measuring the volume of any kind of object, you need length, breadth and height, and you need to multiply that. If it's a if it's an uniform object like what say that a 3D type of object, a brick, a book, you can find the volume. So let us take this fat guy, sorry, maths jokes aside. So here it's a, let us take this as thickness, this is width and this is length. So we need to like this and this one is a thickness, this one is a width and this one is a height. You need to measure this three, like multiply this three and you will get the volume. And value units of volume always comes in cubic unit. Any unit like meter, centimeter or kilometer, decimeter, anything, millimeter, it always volume always comes in cubic. There are two approaches to measure it will be four grammatical error for measuring volumes depending on whether or not the shape is regular. For a cube or cuboid such as a rectangular block, measure the length, width and height of the object and multiply the measurements together. For objects of other regular shapes such as spheres or cylinders, you may have to make one or two measurements and then look up the equation for the volume. Okay, so let me tell you the equation for volume for cylinders or spheres. For sphere, the formula for finding volume is 4 by 3 pi r square. R is radius here. What happened to my camera? It's devastated, I guess. And for cylinder, so here, so the shape of the sphere is like this, not completely circle or not completely the shape of the cylinder is like this. and you need to find the like this area of this circle or sphere. So no, it's not a sphere, it's a circle. So it will be pi r square, the area of circle, and you need to measure the height into height. This is the formula for cylinder. Let us proceed. For liquids, measuring cylinders can be used as shown in figure 1.6. So let us take a look at figure 1.6. So here is a girl, a student, measuring the volume of a liquid. Her eyes are level with the scale so that she can accurately measure the meniscus meets the scale. Okay, so the meniscus of mercury, you know what? It's like this. This is a mercury, and for water it's downward position. It's like this. So that's why the meniscus should like this, like the straight. That's why you need to look at it direct from the straight angle, like from the linear angle. Okay, so let us find out how to measure the volume for liquids. Recall that these are designed so that you look at the scale horizontally, not an oblique angle, and read the level of the bottom of the meniscus. The meniscus is the curved upper surface of a liquid caused by surface tension. It can curve up or down, but the surface of water is a measuring cylinder curves downwards. Think carefully about the choice of the cylinder. A 1 liter or a 1 decimeter square cylinder is unlikely to be suitable for measuring a small volume such as 5 centimeter cubic centimeter. You will get a more accurately answer using a 10 cubic centimeter cylinder. Here is a short trick. Remember, King Harry dies, mother didn't cry much. So king for kilometers, H for hectometer, D for decameter, M for meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. Remember this. So again, let's proceed to the book. Measuring volume by displacement method. It's the most important thing for measuring an irregular object. So what is an irregular object like? Can you take an example of an irregular object? Okay, so let me show you an example of irregular object. This is an irregular object. This has a height, width, length, but it's not regular. See, it's curved right here. Oh my god, it's curved right here. It's see the condition. I only did that, sorry. So however, the condition of the bottle looks very irregular. It's the shape is irregular. So that's why how do we measure the volume of it? Okay, so take a measuring cylinder much bigger than this, like 2 to 3 times bigger than this. Fill it up and then complete the water inside it, like pour the water inside it in the measuring cylinder. It should be completely dried there should be no liquid inside it. It should be just the bottle and the cap. So you have to pour that in the water. The level of water increases is the volume for this bottle. It's known as displacement method. So let us take a look about the definition. Most objects do not have a regular shape, so we cannot find their volumes by simply measuring the length of their side. Here is how to find the volume of an irregularly shaped object. This technique is known as measuring volume by displacement. It is an example of the same thing I told you. Like, you can read it afterwards. Okay, units of length and volume. Always it comes in cubic things. We will complete up to question number 2 in this video. The next video I will cover up density, the density of liquid. Then measuring time is not so important, you can do yourself. If you cannot, then comment in the comment. I will make a separate video for measuring time. So mainly I need to make 2 videos, density and volume. So in physics we generally use SI unit. This is a short form of Les Système International de Unités, or the International System of Units. The SI unit of length is meter. Table 1.1 shows some alternative units of length. Together with some units of volume, note that liter and milliliter are not the official SI units of volume, and so are not used in this book. 1 liter, which is the same as 1 decimeter, 1 cubic decimeter, and 1 millimeter, which is the same as 1 cubic meter centimeter. Sorry. So what is volume? The space occupied by an object. Okay, so here let me tell me the difference between a volume and area. So area is also occupying space and volume is also occupying space. So why these two are differentiated? Like area we get the units in square units, and in volume we get the units in cubic units. As because the things we see in real life are in 3D, and the area we actually calculate is a 2D things, like the marbles. They have no thickness at all. We are just like using their lengths and their breadths. So in some cases diagonals also. So this is the natural difference between volume and area. Meniscus, curved upper surface of a liquid, not upper downward to displace. Okay, displace is replace. Displacement is replacing. This is what it is. Or displace is moving. Immerse, submerge. You know this. Okay, so some units. Let us look into some units. Length is meter. 1 decimeter is equals to 0.01 meter. 1 centimeter is 0.01 meter. 1 millimeter is 0.001 meter. 1 micrometer, okay, this is the sign of micrometer. 0.000001 meter. 1 kilometer, 1000 meter. So the trick I told you, King Harry dies, mother didn't cry much. You should use the trick. You can find out. This is very easy. Volume is cubic meter. Cubic meter. 1 cubic meter, 1 cubic centimeter is 0.000001 cubic meter. 1 cubic decimeter is 0.001 cubic meter. Okay, so here is a question. Let us solve that. The volume of a piece of a wood which floats in water can be measured as shown in figure 1.8. Write a paragraph to describe the procedure. State the volume of the wood. Displacement method, you need to define it in a paragraph for extra marks, 4 to 5 marks. Like not 4 to 5 marks, this question will be maximum, like marks for this question should be 3 to 4 marks, like 3 marks, not 4 marks, it's 3 marks. So let us describe the procedure of displacement method again. So what is displacement method? Displacement method is a method we use for finding the volume of an irregular object for which we need a measuring cylinder 3 to 4 times bigger than the object, the irregular object. Then we need to fill it up with any kind of liquid, and we need to measure the current length, like measure the where the water is stated right now, water or any type of liquid, and then we need to immerse the irregular object, and we need to find out what happens, like how much the water increases. The water increases is the volume. This method is known as displacement method. Okay, so here it is, a steel block is given here and a measuring cylinder, a cubic centimeter measuring cylinder is there, a water is there. Okay, so we need to find the volume of the wood. Okay, so with the steel block submerged in the water, it's a bit tricky. So what is the like current measurement of water? 50 cubic centimeter. So after pouring the wood here, what is the measurement? It's 60. It's 68. So how much has the water increased? 18 cubic centimeter. So it's the volume. It's the volume of the wood. A done, B done. Okay. Here is a question. A stack of paper contains 500 sheets of paper. The stack has dimensions 0.29 meter into 21 centimeter into 50 millimeter. What is the thickness of one sheet of paper? How should I show you? Okay, easy sum, very easy. So it says here the dimensions of the stack of paper of 500 stack of paper are 0.297 meter into 21 centimeter into 50 millimeter. Okay, so we need to find everything in centimeter because it told that volume of the stack of paper in cubic centimeter. So meter to centimeter is into 100. So 29.7 centimeter into 21 centimeter into millimeter to centimeter is divided by 10, so 5 centimeter. So here let us put the value. This is the volume. This is answer B. So we need to find the thickness. So A. So 0.29 7 is the thickness or the height. It is in meter. Okay, so let us convert in centimeter for general purposes. Now divide it with 500 because there is 500 stacks of paper. Zero 0.05 centimeter, approximately 0.06 centimeter. This is the thickness of one sheet. Okay, got it? So we have done till now. So let it be up to this in this video. So we have done up to volume. So we will start in the next video from density. So thank you guys very much. If you are here till now, please subscribe my channel. This is the first video I am posting today for teaching you guys, not as a teacher but as a friend, as a helping hand. I am teaching you because I think, like, besides a teacher you need a friend or a helping hand, which supportive helping hand. There are teachers, of course they are very much supportive nowadays, and they teach really well. I'm not that good teacher, or not, I don't teach that well, but still I would try to do my best to give you the information. Please subscribe my channel and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Bye.